give me 5 more minutes, and I would have done. I have one question, and I would like each of my panelists to respond with one sentence, please. One sentence which probably should be no more than 30 seconds. Doesn't just do justice to my question, nor to the subject matter, but I'd like your views on that. Okay, and we'll start with my friend Desiree there, and we'll go here, finishing with our host. One question, 30 seconds, right? What would you suggest should be done so that going forward in such events, we have more women CEOs sitting on this panel?
C'est de pouvoir développer la communication.
Pour assurer qu'il y ait une présence féminine plus importante au niveau des directeurs généraux des compagnies aériennes africaines, vous suggérez?
C'est de pouvoir développer la communication.
La communication. Sanjeev.
We need to put the interest of our country and our continent first before our personal interests. Africa first.
Maybe my question wasn't very clear. Although that would be a very interesting answer to my question. My question, I put it again, what would you suggest should be done to ensure going forward we have more airline CEOs, women airline CEOs in Africa, sitting on this panel with you?
Yes.
Women.
Women.
Africa first, yeah, that's probably, that answer works too, but you want to elaborate on that? I'll give you 10 more seconds.
Okay, I definitely agree that we need more women CEOs in AFRAA, and I know we've got one missing from Rwanda, and definitely...
Not that we have, that we should have more, that's not the issue.
Yeah.
What can we do
to attract
have more?
I'm open to all suggestions, Vijay.
Okay. You should be a diplomat. Okay. Mr. Carrera.
What you should do, to look more to the capabilities and competency and not to the gender.
And that will ensure we have more women, I'm sure. Thank you.
Yes, Vijay. I personally don't think that something will change in the next 20 years. Nothing. I believe as AFRAA is focusing now in training, we need to make sure that aviation is something that is accessible across Africa in terms of training. The right training center like Ethiopian, Royal Air Maroc, and South African Airways, and you name it, have done it. We need to invest in training. That will pull more resources. We have a lot of young people across Africa. The ladies need to be involved, and let's not make this a men thing only, but as Rwanda has changed the whole country as an example in 2 decades, I think 20 years, let's do it, and you will see more ladies into this. Thank you.
Thank you.
I believe that the size of airline matters, because statistically speaking, women are less present in managerial positions. So the bigger the airline is, the bigger is the chance that competent lady, not because of gender, but because of competence, will access the role. And second is really within the companies to promote managerial positions, because if you don't have any C-level person being a woman, there is the chances of being a CEO are just smaller. So it's growing the size of the company and growing inside the managerial careers.
Thank you very much. Tewolde.
I think create the right conditions, encouraging conditions in the airlines, and also remove cultural and historical barriers. Because here in Africa, there is a very backward thinking that women are for the house work and kitchen. So we have to remove this cultural barrier, which is becoming to have the initiative, the passion, and the energy to grow up.
Thank you very much. Monsieur Adou.
Well, I tend to disagree with my colleagues. To me, it has to be a rule within each and every airline. At Royal Air Maroc, half of the executive committee are women, and we are very happy with this. Not far from half of the directors are women. We have lots of department heads. What is the ratio of department heads that are women? 70%.
70.
So this is something we have been doing for years, and today we are very happy with our managers. Could it be men or women? And even our women managers are maybe sometimes tougher than our men.
Thank you very much. On this very high note, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking our distinguished panelists for their contribution. Mr. Adu, Mr. Gebe Mariam, Mr. Mikos, Mr. Dicom, Mr. Carrera, Mr. Gadia, and Mr. Bantu for these excellent contributions. By way of conclusion, if you allow me 30 seconds to tell you my takeaway from this, ladies and gentlemen. By way of conclusions, and it's a very short conclusion, but I'd like you to note and take it away as you help, because the work to help Africa take off continues. And Africa's takeoff clearly depends on civil aviation taking off. So African airlines and their stakeholders must come together and develop win-win solutions. If we are able to do this, we will turn our current focus on better skies for Africa into a legitimate aspiration to being the best skies in Africa. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to all the...
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to give a round of applause to Mr. Vijay for his brilliant moderation.